Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, we're working through some roster difficulties. So, apparently, on the side of the Howard Dragons, a few of the players weren't aware that their match was scheduled for this current time. So, we're sitting with one of their players in the lobby, and he's desperately trying to reach out to his teammates and try to get everybody on. Not sure if we're going to have a rescheduling in yet. We're trying to get things worked out. We still have another game scheduled for 8:30 tonight, so we will get some Valorant action, fingers crossed. But right now, we're just trying to figure out where these missing players are at. So please stay with us, stay patient. We're sorry about the delay. I mean, all five of the CSP Golden Bears are in the lobby, and that's actually what matters. So hopefully, we get things squared away and taken care of on our end, and we should be back shortly. Thank you for your patience. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Howard Dragons have arrived with a casual 30-minute lateness, but hey, you know, we're just happy to have a lobby ready to go. All 10 players loading up onto the server, and we will get into Agent Select momentarily. This is the first best of one of the night. The Concordia St. Paul Golden Bears taking on the Howard Dragons. So, should be a pretty solid matchup on our hands. This CSP squad is definitely boasting a scary roster indeed. Akira, a monster on the maps. I mean, you know, was I think about Diamond 3, if I'm not wrong, in the last act. So, really standout player. Definitely one to look out for. Some Diamond. All right, all right. That's what you like to see, you know, when you have those pink chips in the act match history, it's always a good sign. As Haven is the map we will be loading onto to start out our Valorant night. Haven's a good map, you know, best of one, lots of tightly placed corners, lots of quick action that we're going to be looking for. And we're witnessing the CSP Golden Bears Agent Select right now. Akira hovering that jet. Elusive Elephants locking in the Astra. I mean, the S-tier smoke character by far. The Porg on the Killjoy. A good look. Worthless locking in the Sova. And Goosey locking in the Sky. So, single duelist composition is the move for Concordia St. Paul Golden Bears going into it, and lots of setup with the Sky and the Sova, lots of information gathering. So a pretty decent composition nonetheless. You know, you have your Sentinel. The only thing and this is nitpicky, but maybe a Sage for Haven. You know, you're dealing with 3 sites at the end of the day, so you really need that bonus on the defense. But hey, CSP starting out on the defense side of things. So, interested to see where they decide to set this Killjoy up.
Select your agent.
Just waiting on the Howard Dragons to lock in their final agents. Akira letting the time tick away. I believe the Jet's going to be the lock-in. Shouldn't see any swap there. And yes, sir. The Jet indeed will round out the composition for the CSP Golden Bears. Let's see who we got on the attacking side. A Sova. We have the Sage. Ooh, double duelist rocking the Reyna Jet combination with the Astra on top of it. So, almost identically in composition. I mean, you know, you're missing a true Sentinel on the attacking side, but interested to see how this Howard Dragon squad approaches the attack side, right? That's always what you're looking for. Looking to see, you know, how they will really lead and try to set the tempo of this this attacking side. Porg setting up over on the C site on the Killjoy. Typical placement for the Killjoy. A reminder, this is a best of one. So CSP taking on the Howard Dragons. And after this matchup, they have another encounter with South Alabama University. So, a little bit of a mixed match in terms of opponents tonight, but we get right into it. Pistol round starting up. Goosey peeking out towards window. No visual off rip. Kira doesn't hear anything towards A. Ooh, one spotted out long, and it looks like the A execute is coming in. Dart spots out Worthless in the heaven position. Goosey's already rotated over. Spike being planted on default.
Reloading.
And it looks like CSP opting to play retake.
Spike planted.
Full 5v5 retake. Flash coming in. The blinding light lands. Nice shot from Akira. Dropping the first. Finds a second as well. Beautiful taps to start it out. Dashing out. Drops the Sage as well. A quad kill for Akira. And that's the pistol retake coming through for the Golden Bears. What an electric retake. I mean, Akira, beautiful shots on the default and Hell players dashing out and absolutely obliterating that Sage in the cubby. And that is a strong way to get into the things for the side of the Golden Bears. Look at that Mage Punk Spectre. Little bit of pizzazz coming on to this Haven map here for Akira. And a strong start. Nothing wrong with that, man. 5v5 retake. I mean, you know, Howard Dragons find a couple kills on the trade, but man, Akira dashing out and taking control. Goosey here with the Marshall peeking out towards window. No spottings quite yet. Ooh, the dart lands back towards CT. Looking like a C hit coming out.
Revealing area.
Borg picks up the first. Akira to follow.
One enemy remaining.
And a full eco coming in. This should be a wiping for the side of CSP, and it is a flawless round. You know, going into those classics round 2, you're really just trying to look to see if you can get a plant. Not going to happen, though. Good defense out of the side of Concordia St. Paul. Clean 2-0 start to this one. But now this is where it gets tricky. Your attackers are going to be on rifles. They're going to have the upgraded weaponry. And if you're the side of CSP, this is where you play the money game. You know, you stick to these Spectres. You don't burn any unnecessary funds. You bonus round it, and we'll see. You know, this is really where the game kind of gets decided. Are we going to have a normal traditional match, right? These Vandals and Rifles going to do the job. Oh, nice arrow from Worthless. Spotting out 3 attackers towards the long peak. As you can hear those Phantoms tapping away. Worthless drops the first one. Gets the second through the smoke. A huge early start to this gun round in round number 3. Worthless going above and beyond the call to duty there. And Goosey's going to pick up another with the Marshall. Finally, Love trades one back. A 3-on-2 ensues. Vandals down long. Akira's looking for an upgrade. And now CSP in a golden position to steal away this round number 3. Both enemies spotted towards garage. Looks like they're trying to split towards C. Elusive Elephants is right on their heels, though. Plants coming in. Pull off. Love hiding in the garage peak. Takes one out. Now a 2-on-2. As Akira moves into the backside. Spotted that Sage Orb. Knows exactly where the player is. Finds the wall bang. Now a 2-on-1. Last player was known in garage. Goosey and Akira looking to take him out. Goes for the tap. Can't get the half. The suck is in. Where is this Astra? Not peeking out yet. Playing patient. CSP running out of time. Gonna have to get on that bomb shortly. Goosey starts to stick. Player is long. Gets the kill on the diffuser. Akira running out of time. And that's gonna do it. Love playing that clutch to perfection. All their weaponry will drop, and now CSP should surely have weapon advantage here in round number 4, but a well-played round to the Howard Dragons. Love with some exceptional clutching, right? Beautiful play in the garage, waiting for that rotation. Picks up the first and then goes back long and plays it smart. No unnecessary early peeking, and puts one up on the board for the Howard Dragons. 2-1 is your score line. But now, I mean, surely going to be hurting and worse for wear in terms of the finances. You lost all your weaponry. You're looking at rifles and light armor at best on this attacking side, whereas all of CSP has rifles and full armor. So, going to be a tricky round for the side of the Howard Dragons. We'll see how they approach. Pressure at bottom mid. That was the sound of a sheriff, so not the best weaponry indeed, and that's how that punishment's going to happen. I mean, a great last round from CSP. The B hit is coming in quickly. The dart spots out Goosey. Back sight. Jet goes down. Sage floods the site as well. How many more Dragons are trying to approach this B site? Tapping away. Akira looking for the shots to the smoke. Spike gets planted. Player spotted at Cubby. Akira knows exactly where he is. Player spotted in window as well. Worthless finds the first. Pork will go down. Now a 4-on-2. Sage has res if she needs it. I believe she walled herself in with the spike. That indeed is the play. Akira finds the last in a 3-1 score lead, the way of the CSP Golden Bears. And that's exactly what we're talking about, right? Those finances. You lose that amount of bodies in round number 3, and, you know, that was just a sheriff round coming out from the side of the Howard Dragons. will have money going into round number 5, but it's a 3-1 score lead the way of CSP. Should be rifles across the board here. Is Porg gonna request? There you go. Out of way, Porg. Worthless being a good teammate, dropping the teammates, and that's something that you always got to look for, right, folks? Always got to be dropping your teammates. Astra Orb sucks in Worthless. Doesn't get follow-up peeked. Is vulnerable. Gets chipped low and early pressure towards A long here. As Worthless falls back.
Healing over here. Scanning ahead.
Opting to play this retake. Pressure's coming in long. 2 players spotted out. Jet's already on A site. The Astra Wall comes in. Plant going down now. Worthless trying to find some chip damage with those shock darts. As the rest of the Golden Bears move in for the retake. Nice shot from C. Broad there onto Goosey. Akira's smoked out and Port goes down as well. Now a 3-on-5 and this might be a give. It's going to be tough to crack this site. Elusive Elephants from Heaven gets wallbang down to 36 HP. Worthless drops as well. And this is surely going to be a round going the way of the Howard Dragons. You know, you fall back, you play for the retake, but no flank comes in. You know, your flanker got taken out instantly, and you really didn't have a chance to get back onto the site for the Golden Bears. Now 3-2 score line.
Need a drop.
Money's not going to be the best for the side of the Golden Bears, but trying to string together a buy here. Now, looking at ultimates, we have Sky Ultimate, Sova Ulti, and the Jet Ultimate available. On the other side, you're only looking at Sage Rez and the Reyna Empress. So, interested to see how these attackers approach. I want to see the Golden Bears play a little bit more harder on the site. You know, no need to just give away the site as quickly as they did. Lots of pressure coming outside of Garage. Elusive Elephants. Jet dashes into that smoke. Or trying to back him up. Solo raining out some utility. And Akira's already on this flank here. The Blade Storm is out. Can't find the shots he's looking for. Only has a classic to his name. Finds one. Ford follows up. The dinks are in. And Akira with the 2-piece classic. And that's a round going back the way of the Golden Bears. I mean, the Blade Storm might not have done it, but guess what? That classic be hitting different. Let me tell you. Akira finding those headshots, man. And getting the job done. 4-2 score lead now. The way of the Golden Bears. Ulti advantage going back to the side of the Howard Dragons now. With Sova Ulti and that Blade Storm coming onto the cards. Akira back over towards this A bomb site.
Revealing area.
No early utility from the attackers. Sky trying to get a sense for where these attackers might be. No sound cue out mid though.
One down.
Oh, what a shot from Goosey. Take a seat, love. I mean, what a heady right there. Great stuff out of Goosey. Worthless peeking towards long. No visual yet on these attackers. Astra Smoke goes down long. Sky dogs through mid. No visual. These attackers going for a slow approach. Surely either in A short or camped out near C long here. The only options that haven't really been cleared out from these defenders. Bottom mid. Sova goes down. Worthless to follow as well. 4 attackers coming out A one by one. And now a 4-on-1 for the Golden Bears. And that should be the round. Akira dropping the trigger early and a little bit of a preemptive dash forward. You don't see that every day, but hey, round goes the way of the Golden Bears. 5-2 score lead now. And a great start to this defensive side of things. Akira at 12-2 on the score line. And I mean, that is fragging right there. Worthless right behind him at 7-4, followed by Rascal Goosey at the 5-4, Porg at 5-3, and Elusive Elephants He's just looking for more targets. Sitting at 1-1. The Blade Storm called in instantaneously. As the Sova Dart follows up the Raynaleer as well, and it's looking like a C-split quickly for the Howard Dragons as they try to jump into window. Nice shots from Elusive Elephants. Jet finds one with the Blade Storm. The Seekers are coming out for Sky as Goosey, pushing bottom mid, knows exactly where these players are, has the flank. Can't find the spray onto the Reyna, and now it's a 1v5 for Worthless. Drops the Spike Carrier, and that's the start. The second heady is there. 3 more targets are needed to be found. Calls in the Hunter's Fury. Can't find the required shots. The chip damage isn't there.
Revealing area.
Dart will come in to find some information for him. 2 players spotted, 1 garage, 1 towards CT. If Worthless could pull off this 1v5, that would be absolutely miraculous. But he's running out of time. Has to get a move on. Nobody's peeking. And he can't find the shots. It was a good effort. Found the first 2. Couldn't take out the last 3. 5-3 scoreline now. And you know, the side of the Howard Dragons are definitely finding more success when they go for these quicker executes and breaking out onto these sites quickly. So interested to see if they continue to try to keep that tempo high, continue to try to force the issue, or if they slow it down now after that last take. Worthless going to go for this early long peek and see if he can spot out any kind of information here. No visual given by the attackers. Early presence outside bottom mid. Goosey spots him with the Hawk. Goes down for that peek from Sevrod though. And it might be a quick B execute. Akira trying to take out that Jet. Falls low. Finds the kill through the smoke. And that's a big pickup. Followed up by a headshot from Worthless and Elusive Elephants. 4-on-2 now. Attackers are down numbers, but the HP bars are very low on the side of Concordia. Akira looking to find more. Reyna known on this B site. The drone comes in. The stun is in.
1 enemy remaining.
Sova goes down. Reyna's location is known, and she's not long for this world as the Golden Bears add round 6 to their score lead.
That was old-fashioned. Sometimes old ways are best.
6-3, the scoreboard says. And this is a strong start to the defensive side of things for the CSP Golden Bears. 14-3 for Akira, 10-5 for Worthless, 6-5 for Porg, Goosey at 5-6, and Elusive Elephants at 3-2. Should be a decent enough buy coming out from these attackers, and they found the opener that round. They just couldn't capitalize and get out onto that B site. Worthless continuing to get this long pressure. Instantly eliminating that A hit. Shots out towards garage. The dart is in for info as well.
Concealment.
Ooh, Worthless getting a little bit aggressive towards A long. Gets taken out by Love. Astra Smoke is in, and they might be pressuring this garage peek. Elusive Elephants cannot peek through. He hears the footsteps, though. It's clearly running towards C. Has to call for the rotations now. Drone is in. Raynaleer's on C site. The Killjoy ultimate is available for Porg. Akira finds one on the flank. Nice pickup from Elusive Elephants. Now a 4-on-3 ensues. Smokes are in. Porg gets dropped. Akira with the trade frag. Goes down himself. Now a 2-on-2. Make it a 2-on-1. Goosey left with it all to do. One player known. Now it's a 1-on-1. Sage was in that garage spot. Gets the slowdown. Spotted out on that blind. Goosey. About halfway ticked away here on the spike. Goes for the swing. Can't find the headshot. Ever imagine. Finds that one, and the Howard Dragons make it 4 points for them on this attacking side. Good back and forth. These attackers are staying in it. Now it's on CSP to try to round out these last couple defensive rounds and come in strong on this next half here. 2 more rounds remaining in this first half. We could be looking at a 6-6 or an 8-4, or who knows, even a 7-5. So, going to be on the defense to hold on to their lead. Early pressure towards mid. It sounded like where those shots were coming from. One spotted towards grass. Astra trying to hold down this garage. This is really where these attackers have been choosing as their main attacking point. Elusive Elephants denies them, though. Dropping first blood of the round, and that's exactly what you need. That's how you stop that pressure from the attackers. And drops the smoke. Oh, Jet spotted out on A site. Akira dashes forward, though, and drops. Going hyper-aggressive and leaving Worthless left with it all to do here on site. The rotations are coming in, but Spike is already planted.
You want to fight it?
Astra Wall being used. Porg has this Killjoy ultimate available, and I'd be interested to see if they decide to use it here.
Initiated.
Yes, sir, it comes in. Elusive Elephants is on this flank through A short. Definitely the nail here, trying to come in the back lines, finds the first kill. Looking for more, finds a second as well, and that is a complete wiping of the Howard Dragons. The retake is played to perfection from the Golden Bears. Perfect Killjoy ultimate, and they play it to perfection. 7-4 now is the score line, and the Golden Bears continuing to add to their tally here in the first half.
Spend it.
Thanks. Need a drop. Thanks.
Now, where will these attackers decide to round out their attacking first half? You know, their coveted strat has been that hit through garage and that split to C. So, Elusive Elephants did a great job shutting them down last round. Interested to see where these attackers go, though. Lots of presence towards A, and Worthless going to pick one up early and falls back. That's perfect. No res available for these attackers, so that's a freebie. You take one and you get out. Empress is used, and it looks like these attackers are committing towards A. 5-on-4 now. The dart spots 2. Akira looking for a frag through the smoke, finds the first. Looking for more. The Hunter's Fury calls in as well. The attackers are slowing down. I haven't heard Spike go down. Elusive Elephants finds one on the flank. And now these attackers left with no bodies. Ever Imagined finally trades one back. Finds a second as well. Making the round winnable yet again. Gets the res. Now a 3-on-3. And this round just got interesting. Akira, position on the B site. The dart comes in. Sage is on site. The attackers swing out. Drop 2. Akira with a 3K on the round.
Reloading.
Now 3-on-1. One attacker remains.
30 seconds left.
As long as CSP keep this defensive setup right now, they should be looking at an 8-4 half and a solid start to this first best of 1 here. And the Porg will close out the first half, 8-4 being the score line. And yeah, just a very well-played defensive side from the CSP Golden Bears. Now I'm interested to see this attacking side. This is really where that strategy and those key plays, that play calling starts to come in, right? Where will these Golden Bears attack first? Posturing towards middle. Looking for either a B hit, potential garage split to C as Akira. Looking to take long presence immediately. Now if Golden Bears come out strong on the pistol here and can find these first couple rounds,
Keep it up.
they are surely going to increase their chances of closing out quickly here on this second half. Akira walking towards long, no visual on the first peek. The defenders dart towards A long, and that doesn't spot anything, so it should give them a decent amount of information that these attackers are not looking towards this A site. Akira, beautiful tap onto Uni on the back of site. Sayonara Arena, we'll see you next round.
Here.
Akira's looking for more, and these attackers are playing it so slow. Worthless finds one on the B site. Now these defenders are getting picked and pulled apart as the Golden Bears start to head back towards A site. Goosey throws a flash in, doesn't spot anything out yet. The Golden Bears moving up, and Worthless playing him like a fiddle on the B site. It's a 3K coming out. He's doing it all in this pistol round. looking for the 4K, holding it towards CT. Jet stuck in a 1-on-5, and this is never a place you want to be. Worthless goes down. C-Rod has to take out 4 more Golden Bears if he wants to stay in this pistol round. Tapping from CT, looking for more peeks. He's not getting it right now. Goosey playing close. C-Rod finds another one. Goosey now on the flank. And Akira will close out this pistol round. 9-4 score lead, the way of the Golden Bears.
On my intel. Don't give them
And now this is where it's trouble for the defenders, right? We're looking at either you force buy and try to compete against the weaponry that the Golden Bears will be bringing into this round, or, you know, you kind of just forfeit this round number 2 and take a 10-4 scoreline, and that's got to be troublesome for the side of these defenders.
Here.
Interested to see how they decide to approach round number 2. But it looks like all of the Golden Bears grouped up towards A site, and they are not wasting any time, getting straight into things here. As the Tasmanian Tiger leads the charge. Player spotted out towards these boxes. Worthless tapping away on this Vandal.
Hawk out. Blinded.
Good blinding light from Sky.
Hawk out. Blinded.
Oh, nice shot from the Bucky on Love. That's trouble. Vandal is down. Goosey will pick that up. And a second one from Love as well. And this might be an eco round. Not if Goosey has something to say about it. Ties the round up at 2 apiece. Port has to get this spike planted, but Goosey, another headshot found right as the smoke dissipates. Goosey planted on the other side. It's a 4K for Goosey, holding that A short flank. The captain getting it done.
If you're not a good shot today, don't worry. There are other ways to be useful.
Okay, I should correct myself. I believe Akira's the captain of the Valorant team and Goosey's the captain of the Rocket League team. Let me not get too ahead of myself, but hey, once a captain, always a captain. That's the way I see it. You know, that leadership doesn't go away just because the game switches, right? That leadership's a mentality that you always carry with you.
Placing sentry.
And here we go. Golden Bears, that 10-4 score lead is theirs. Akira looking to lay this pressure on long. Gets dropped. Uni gets the better of him on that gunfight. Did not like the way that pistol round played out. And he got one back onto Akira. Worthless now looking to find one back. Getting tapped up through this smoke. 2 enemies spotted on that B site. Now a body lead the way of the defenders.
Healing over here.
Just over a minute left in round number 3 of the second half, and the attackers heading back towards this A site.
Spike down A.
Elusive Elephants goes down. Goosey picks one up though. One more player spotted on site here. Jet is known. Goosey grabs Spike and decides to fall back. 40 seconds remain for these attackers to find their ending location. Stage is pushed up. If they can find that one, that's a big pick right there. Now tied up at 3 members on each side. And the Golden Bears headed back towards this C site. Worthless pushing up and trying to be the linchpin here to cut off these rotations. Uni goes down, and that was the C player. They know that for a fact. Goosey getting the spike planted now. Jet spotted on the B site. And a numbers advantage back the way of the attackers now. Golden Bears in a prime position to take this round back. The Soba darts coming in. You heard it ring out. Goosey finds the first. Last player gonna be either CT or Garage. Garage is the location. Goosey back and forth, debating on where this final defender will be coming from. Repositions now. But this Soba's running out of time. I mean, there's almost no time for a defuse tap to even happen, and that's another round going the way of the Golden Bears as they put up number 11 on the scoreboard. And yeah, the Golden Bears, I mean, I love the patience that I'm seeing from this attacking side. not overcommitting, finding out where these defenders are at before they make their decisions, right? The information is coming in. They're getting the knowledge that they need to have before executing on these attacks. And right now, the Golden Bears are in a prime position to close out this first best of one of the night. The Howard Dragons, man, I mean, they didn't even know they had a match tonight. So, are we surprised to see this score line? I personally don't think so. I mean, if you're 30 minutes late for your match, clearly you weren't in the gaming zone. You weren't in that mindset. The Golden Bears were out here warming up. I mean, most of the players just were playing Rocket League, so they really couldn't be on the range. But let me tell you, if they could have, they would have. Nice opener for Goosey. With the ghost even, I mean, doesn't even need the rifle. Spike getting planted right away. The Tigers coming out for more information. Sova spotted out towards CT. And now just have to hold the flank down. CSP with the numbers advantage. And that's an advantageous smoke. I mean, Goosey can play out. What a spray down from Worthless. Drops 3. Looking for the final one. Cannot find it. A 4-on-1 though. The way of the Golden Bears. And this is going to be match point going the way of CSP. Sage not long for this world as Porg closes out the round. 12-4 score lead the way of the Golden Bears. And this one's almost surely done here. I mean, we've seen minimal efforts from the defense. There's been opening picks, but I mean, the offense just switching up where they're going. They pull back, they regroup, and they reevaluate the situation. And that is something that we didn't see coming out on the first half in the first side of the attackers, right? There was no regrouping, no reevaluating the situation. It was just commits after commits. And we're seeing what a fluid offense looks like here from the Golden Bears. The ability to pull back and not always go for that hard commit as Akira cheating out towards mid, looking to see what he can find here on this B site. What will these defenders give him as Sage Wall is used? Looking to see if she's playing on top of it. Sova Dart will spot out Worthless. He's stuck between a rock and a hard place now. Lucy trying to find some shots through the smoke. Will not find its mark just yet. As we get to a minute remaining on the round. And it's Elusive Elephants to find the other Astra. And that's a pick you can't give away. And Worthless makes it another one. Through that wall bang. And now the Golden Bears pulling back and going towards this A site again. It's a 5-on-3. And these defenders have to be in some world of hurt here. As the Hunter's Fury is called in. And the Spike being planted now as well. And this is match point, folks. These defenders have to find a way to crack back onto this site. Otherwise, this one is all but over here. Jet finds the first 3-on-1 now. Reyna, all that is left. Empress is called in. Akira's on such a good spot here, but goes down. Now a 2-on-1. Reyna cannot do it. It's the Golden Bears that get it done. 13-4 is your final. And such a well-played match coming out from the Golden Bears. Akira boasting that 22 score line, top frag of the server. And that's exactly what you like to see. Followed up by Worthless right there with him at 21. I mean, exceptional play from the Golden Bears. If you thought that defense side was impressive, I mean, that attacking side looked very scary. And that's only the beginning. That's the first match here. We are going to be back, folks, in about 25 minutes. Hopefully, South Alabama University will be on time and we can get the show rolling right at 8:30. But, folks, we will be back soon, so don't go anywhere. More Valorant action coming up soon. Thanks for being here for the CSP Golden Bears stream.